Hey, what's up, everyone? It's good to see you today. Welcome back to another episode of the Diamond Within podcast. And I'm so glad you're here today and hope you're having a wonderful day, even if you're not. Thank you so much for being here. And let's just dive right in today. Okay, ready? I would like to talk about an experience I had a few nights back and what it kind of opened my mind to. There's things that I'm learning and realizing. A couple days back, it was on a Friday evening, I remember, and I think it was just a real stressful day with maybe work, maybe I was tired, but I remember getting really upset about something with like my girls and just feeling really, really overwhelmed to the point where I was like, I had so many negative thoughts during the day. I remember at work and just things I was pondering. I just felt so awful about myself. And I guess I was downstairs in my kitchen and I was just feeling awful, terrible. And I could feel it coming on like a panic attack was coming. And I was like this. I was grabbing my hair, I was starting to deep breathe, and I was like, I gotta get upstairs. I gotta go lay down. And so I just went upstairs and I lay down on my bed. I'm kind of reliving that experience if you can't tell. And I just lay down, I put my hands over my head, and I closed my eyes and I just start breathing. I could feel the tension. I just had to start breathing. I was breathing fast. I started tensing up. It was not good. I've only had maybe a handful of them. There was one that I had in my car while I was driving. I may have talked about this on a previous episode at one point, but I was legit having a panic attack while I was driving one of my girls to tumbling, and the tears were coming out so much, and I was breathing like I almost couldn't see. I'm like, okay, God, I need you to just help me not to get in a car accident. Because like I can't see. I can't see where I'm going with all these tears in my eyes. I started slowing down my breathing enough that I was able to just kind of calm down, and then the tears started to pour, and I just felt awful and just low and terrible, and just had to let it kind of settle and calm down. And I knew I had to get up because I had promised my girls that we would go to Bath and Body Works to go and find some soaps that they wanted or we needed. And so I'm like, I know I gotta get up. I gotta get up and keep going. And so I talked with my husband about it to just kind of talk it out what I was feeling, and that ended up helping me calm down a little bit and just keep going, get my girls to Bath and Body Works, and just let it kind of filter out, I guess is the best way to describe it. But for me, it just kind of was really eye-opening. Like, I hate the way it feels when panic attacks happen. And if you've ever had one or you've witnessed it, you know that it can be scary for the person enduring it and watching it. And sometimes it's really, really bad for people. It just takes over the entire body, entire brain, and just everything. It can be really uncomfortable. So I was looking back on it, I realized I gotta go think back of like what started this. What was the trigger? I've been also, going to some therapy, talking about triggers and stresses, and I was talking to ChatGPT a little bit about it and some of my symptoms and maybe some things I was dealing in life. No, ChatGPT is not a therapist, but I mean, because it's just AI, it was very direct to me and opened up some just opened my eyes to maybe something I wouldn't have thought of. And it said, based on this, your nervous system needs grounding, basically. Needs safety, needs to feel safe. Whether, in any part of life, whether it's with relationships or with any type of environment or work environment or friendships, whatever you're in, your nervous system, like my nervous system needs to feel grounded and safe. So I've been making a huge conscious effort to take moments, whether I know of as being trained in yoga, what is grounding? And it's like if I was to stand on mountain pose, it's just standing normal. I can't obviously show you with camera, but I mean, the feet are underneath the hips. You activate the thighs by pushing them back and then pushing the glutes in. So it's kind of this type of posing force to kind of put that lumbar spine in like what they call the perfect curve. And then you kind of pull your ribs in, you lift your heart a little bit. You're doing all this simultaneously, right? Okay. And you pull your shoulders back and down, your head nice and tall, and your hands by your side. So, and then you just kind of stand like that, and your feet are really flat, grounded and firm in the ground. You just kind of stand there, and if you close your eyes, you just breathe, and you're just holding it. It's a very active standing pose. So when I was thinking about things that are grounding, I was like, okay, breath work. That's probably number one, breath work. From what I've learned, breath work stimulates the vagal nerve, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the rest and digest. Things that are calming, right? Grounding. I can tell when my body's stressed because I start to feel these weird, I can't even explain it. It's so weird to me. These weird tingling sensations just like all over my body. It's interesting. I'll feel it multiple times a day where like something's too much for like what my nervous system can handle. So I've been making a conscious effort to, when I feel that, just to reaffirm that I am safe. There's no danger here because my nervous system is feeling like I'm detecting some kind of danger or something that's like a trigger that is going to activate some kind of negative coping response, like not quite full panic attack, but like the acne faking, or though I think the negative thoughts that I was having were like the major trigger, thereby like reaffirming to me like the mind body connection. And so mindfulness is another good one that's part of yoga. And I'm not trying to promote yoga, I'm just telling you what works for me, okay? And I am by no means prescribing any type of this as, therapy or anything. This has not replaced any type of medical advice from a therapist or a psychiatrist or family practitioner. None of it. This is me and what I'm learned and what works for me. Okay, so take it as that. If you're having panic attacks, and you have a medical professional, psychiatrist or therapist, listen to them, please. Okay. I'm listening to my therapist and I have a psychiatrist too, so I'm doing all that good stuff too. So, but as far as like what I can control, like when I'm like in the middle of the moment, mindfulness is basically like being just really self-aware of sensations of the thing, like thoughts in the mind and sensations of the body, and just like what's happening, like where's my breath, where are my thoughts, where's the tension, like you wouldn't believe like how much like just on a daily basis we hold a lot of tension like up in here. Like you ever notice like you're talking to someone like you get upset, like you ever feel like anything, like any tension come up here, or you ever feel it creep up like this, that's like the number one, like first thing I check is like okay, I gotta relax my eyebrows, relax my face a little bit, I need to maybe stand up a little bit taller. I need to slow my exhales and just reaffirm I am safe, and I I feel like it's working right now, and I'm just so much more self-aware of what I'm giving my energy to. And I was, feeding negative behaviors, negative coping mechanisms, and thoughts. When you're in a chronic fight or flight, that's bad. That's negative for your nervous system. Your nervous system doesn't like that. So that's huge, like just eye opener. So it's like it's going to be a continuous thing to just be aware of it, because like if you're going to try and heal the nervous system like I am, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. I don't know how long it's going to take or how long it takes people to do it. So, but that's where I'm headed right now. But it's, it was like a huge eye opener for me. So I think, I guess the big takeaway is life is just a constant learning experience. It's then the experiences are meant for you. Like for what my body needed, I needed that terrible panic attack to just wake me up of what I needed to learn and to be more in tune with my body. So maybe your experiences are doing the same for you. Like telling you something that you need to be more aware of in your mind and your body to be what you maybe like need to change. And that could be, there's so many things out there. It could be. But whatever takeaway you get from this, whatever thoughts come to your mind, I mean, take note of that. And just remember that your experience is meant for you, like mine is meant for me. What I needed to help redirect me on a path to healing and to better days and better ways to cope with my struggles, my issues. So, and we all have our struggles, all have our issues. And I hope that whatever you're dealing with, that you can find the help you need, the guidance, the hope, whatever you need. I do hope that that resonates with you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And whatever you're dealing with, just hang in there. It's not always bad. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, a lot of joy that can be found, even in a panic attack. So that's all I got for now. Hope you have a good rest of your day, guys. I'll talk soon.